Hi, I'm Peter from Slovenly Recordings. For a couple of years now, we've been organizing the wereloudfest. The first two editions were in Greece, which you've probably heard a lot about in the news the last couple of years because of their deep financial crisis. Last year was supposed to start in Turkey, but a bloody first half of 2006 led us to relocate. This year we're planning events in Puerto Rico and in Mexico City. If you know anything about event production, you're sure to think we're crazy for planning festivals in these places. For one, flights will be required for the majority of the artists, and for two, both countries also happen to be in the middle of economic crises. We could be organizing these events in Portland or Berlin or New York, and if we were, we'd be able to get enough money from ticket sales and certainly wouldn't be running a crowdfunding campaign. But we're more driven to bring these events to unlikely places that don't get many festivals, where the locals will be extra appreciative. But as our 2016 experience shows, it's quite risky. That's why we've decided to try the crowdfunding approach, so that at least the financial side of the risk can be taken collectively. We don't mind risking our time and energy, but it's a bit too much for us to be alone in bearing the financial risk. We need funds to bring the musicians to Puerto Rico and Mexico. So far, we've committed to bringing 2 bands from Spain, 3 from the USA, and that's already got our expense total well over $10,000. The money from the tickets at the door will likely only be enough to cover the production expenses of the gig and food and lodging for the artists, especially considering that everyone's peso is worth 25% less since Trump has made his policies toward Mexico clear, and Puerto Rico's already uncertain economic future is now under an even bigger black cloud. So if you're able to, please help us fund this thing. The show will go on most definitely for sure, but if we don't raise some outside cash and end up losing money, we won't take the risk again. If we meet our goal, we'll have enough to not only make sure that all the artists' expenses are covered, but also to pay them a fee that they can use to cover some of their under-the-radar expenses like guitar strings, drumsticks, rehearsal space rental, etc. Thanks, and hope to see you at the fest or at a cool gig somewhere else.